And a great race Saturday, 7:30 for Crown Jet, 3.80 for Dynamic Dancer, and Consenting Lover at $6.95. Now, correct weight on the Linlithgow. This is 4D. 1,452 for the number one combination. Two combination, more than $10,000 and down to 921. The four combination, 657. Then six at 2,800, 6,100, 5,300 and 1,000. And the numbers so far, the combinations, 9, 9 and 8. In the previous event, the Linlithgow Rassflyer at $8.55 and $1.80, Tonefill at $95 and Rass Dancer at 65 cents. One of the interesting runners in this race. So a bit of news there about the Oaks winner. Away they go. Paris Tram just missed it a little. Arctic Blur dropped out after the start. Twiglander away well with Master Eclipse, Consenting Lover, Bilbangara. 4D showing good speed in the early stages, but trapped wide. Crown Jet on the inside. Dingle Bay's a little closer today with Paris Tram the outside. Blaster back second last. Dynamic Dancer on its outside. And a length and a half to Arctic Blur last. 1,600 out in the Eurovox. Twiglander led 3/4. Bilbangara. 4D's trapped out deep. Master Eclipse the centre. Crown Jet the rail. Then Consenting Lover. A length and a half to Paris Tram. Dingle Bay on the inside. Wonder Blaster 3/4 to Dynamic Dancer. And 2 to Arctic Blur. 1,400 out. Twiglander by a length. Bilbangara travelling well. A half Crown Jet the fence. A half to 4D's the outside. Wonder Master Eclipse 2 lengths to Consenting Lover. Paris Tram the outside of Dingle Bay. A length further back Dynamic Dancer. 3/4 to Blaster and a length and a half Arctic Blur. 15 lengths between first and last of the 1,100. And Twiglander led 3/4. Bilbangara the outside. 4D's moved up 3 deep. Crown Jet. Gouchy's whipped up on Dynamic Dancer to be 5th. Master Eclipse to the inside. Paris Tram moving up on the outside from Blaster, Consenting Lover. Dingle Bay's got a bit of work to do. He's back second last and struggling at the moment. And he's about 15 lengths off the lead, I suppose, as they come up towards the turn, and Arctic Blur the outside. Bilbangara now shaded Twiglander and took the lead with 500 to go. On the outside, 4D's Dynamic Dancer behind them from Crown Jet. Master Eclipse, Consenting Lover well beaten. Paris Tram. Dingle Bay's only got Arctic Blur on his outside as they straighten up, and Blaster in front of him. Bilbangara just led. 4D's drew level. 3 lengths Dynamic Dancer. Twiglander further back. Master Eclipse from Paris Tram. Dingle Bay's giving the leaders about 10 lengths but running on. Bilbangara just led from 4D's Dynamic Dancer. Master Eclipse, Crown Jet, then Paris Tram and Dingle Bay running on out wide. 4D's took the lead, but here's Master Eclipse with a sweeping run and Dingle Bay flying. He'll still get up the New Zealander. What a run. Dingle Bay finishes right over the top of Master Eclipse to win. Third Paris Tram, then Crown Jet, 4D's Dynamic Dancer, Bilbangara. Further back Consenting Lover, Blaster, Twiglander and Arctic Blur was last. Oh, that was exciting, Ron.
It was almost unbelievable. That's what makes racing, when you can look back in the field and you can almost say that horse is hopeless. And then when his rider pulled him out into that firm going, he sprouted wings, Bruce. It was because the track really, it is heavy. We have had a downpour of rain here over the last 2 days.
Now in the last, the Pan Am, Picata $6, Slave Trade $3.05, Prince Gaylord $2.85, Reputed $95's come up odds on, $6.15 for Braquillo, Mascot $4.70 and down to 14 Epicenter at $7.80. The horse to watch is Reputed. This is the Herald Vase, favourite in the Ascot Vale with Campaign King. And Rassflyer, who ran 4th there, was able to win today. Now, Dingle Bay, $1.55 and 80. Master Eclipse, $2. Paris Tram, $2.30. Quinella, $12.30. Trifecta, $350.25. Daily Double, $61.80. The 2 New Zealanders. And the Quadrilla, $657.15. The Pan Am's the last on the program, and that's time for 4:40.
Put it back on, I thought he looked well, which he did. He looked really terrific. And
they go in the last. Stan Aiken thinking he's got a good chance on Prince Gaylord. As they go away, Slave Trade got away well with Braquillo and Picata. Just behind those horses is Prince Gaylord, with on his outside Epicenter. Reputed is second last and Mascot last. Slave Trade in front, a half length Braquillo, Picard 3 wide, but travelling all right. A length away Prince Gaylord with Epicenter the outside, Reputed the fence, and a length Mascot. 1,000 out, Slave Trade 3/4. Braquillo's travelling well. 2 lengths to Picard. On the fence Prince Gaylord, 1 to Reputed. They're getting off the fence again as I speak. Then Epicenter and Mascot starting to improve. 800 out. Slave Trade being nursed, led a half length Braquillo. A length and a half Prince Gaylord. Reputed White's trying to get off the fence, and he's got out about 4 off, and he's out of a pocket. Then Picard and Mascot lost his posse in Epicenter. On the turn, Slave Trade led Braquillo. Reputed straight up to them 3 wide. Prince Gaylord 4 wide. 2 lengths Picard, Mascot and Epicenter. In the straight, 400 to go. Slave Trade joined by Braquillo. 2 lengths Reputed. White not desperate yet. Prince Gaylord the outside. A big gap Picard. Slave Trade a half to Braquillo. Prince Gaylord with a good run. Reputed. They're coming together, these horses. Slave Trade drifting up the straight. Prince Gaylord's drawn level. Reputed goes down to the fence. Prince Gaylord and Slave Trade stride for stride. Prince Gaylord ahead in front now. He wants to run in. Slave Trade going with him. They go down to the fence. A thriller. Prince Gaylord a nose to Slave Trade. Could be a protest here for sure. 5 lengths Reputed. Then Braquillo, Mascot, second last Epicenter and Picard. Wait for the head-on, Desi. That was sensational. Slave Trade wanted to go to the outside.
That's right.
And then Prince Gaylord wanted to go to the fence. It's a dead set bob of the head. I reckon Prince Gaylord will get it, but I think, in fact, he has got it for sure by half a head. But I don't know. I reckon Slave Trade, he might have a case against Slave Trade at the furlong, and I think Slave Trade's got a case against him on the line.
Yeah, it's very difficult to know who was really at fault there. One was coming, the other one's, but he certainly came. Prince Gaylord went from the more or less further out than the centre and finished over almost pushing what is it, Slave Trade over onto the fence at the finish.
And Reputed 6-4 favourite. So that was racing today at Flemington. A magnificent day with the quadrilla 9,984, 657.15. The daily double today 10-4, 61.80. The extra 4 and 10, 34.45. Hope you can join us tonight with Eyewitness News. All the sport at about 6:45. The news before that. And join Phil Gibbs and the panel on Saturday for the final day, Ampol Stakes Day from Flemington.
Today's coverage of the VRC Spring Racing Carnival was brought to you by TAA, Ampol, Statewide, and Carlton.
Saturday is Ampol Stakes Day, and here's your invitation to spend a great day at the races. You'll see live all races on the card, including the feature race, the Ampol Stakes, where New Zealand champion Magnitude will try to collect a $200,000 bonus after she recently won the Epsom Handicap in Sydney. You'll be kept up to date with local and interstate betting, and you'll be treated to special interviews with the winning owners, trainers and jockeys. So turn on to Ampol Stakes Day, the final day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival, 11:30 Saturday on 10.